You hear that? That was mind-boggling, man.
Eddie,
mind-boggling.
Rounduppers, welcome to another edition of Real Estate Talk with Eddie and Kris. I should have put our names on the daggone thing, can't I, Lee? Eddie, my mission to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. Hanging out with my boy, Mr. Transaction Engineer. How you doing, my friend?
Great, man. I'm doing fantastically well.
Tell me about this video.
Man, matter of fact, let me pull it up real quick. It was some... Let me go to it. Powerful information.
I got it right here.
Listen
to play it. I can play it. It's right here.
Oh yeah, play it.
Do you know what it is in the Black community? What I found out in my research. Forget all the interviews that I had. All you got to do is look at my fifth book, a 7-year study on Black millionaires. I had 6 focus groups around the country. If you weren't African American and you weren't 7 figures, really no need for us to talk.
We got shit to talk about.
What did I find out about these men and women? All avid readers. I remember I had a focus group one time. This guy's worth $40 million. I said, how in the world did you build your business? He said, simple. I said, what? How did you do it? He said, I outread the other guy. So what do we know? You can ask any sociologist, psychologist, and they will tell you about E to E ratio. What in the world is E to E ratio? It is education to entertainment. What is the ratio? Well, the average American, the E to E ratio is 50 to 1. In other words, for every $1 that they spend in education, educating the inside of the head, they'll spend $50 on entertainment. Going to the club, having a few drinks, playing video games, kicking it, hitting the streets with their boo, no problem. You know what it is in the Black community? It's 200 to 1.
Shit.
Do you hear what I said, Black America? I said it's 200 to 1. So you know what that tells me as a college professor? That tells me that you are serious. That tells me you are dead serious. That tells me you are so serious about not being serious.
Good God.
Wow.
200 to 1.
We got 20 seconds left, y'all.
The bigger the house, the more personal books they have in their personal library. The smaller the house, the bigger the flat screen TV.
Yeah, that's true, man. I know a lot of people like that. Don't read any books, man. My life didn't start to change, Kris, so I started reading them books, man. Well, I was already doing real estate. I won't say it didn't start to change, but on the mental level that I am on now, man, and all the growth, it didn't start changing as fast until I started reading books. So every year, my New Year's is 12 books. It was 12 books this year. I did 15, but I'm stepping it up. I said I'm starting already. I'm starting my 2020. I already started over, man. I'm not waiting for January.
Right now.
Because I did pretty good, but I want to do better. So I want to push myself to do better. So instead of 15 books, my goal is 30. And that includes audibles and reading books too.
Yeah.
Because I drive a lot, so I'm listening to audibles. You just got to get that information, man. We got to reprogram ourselves. The chances are we've got bad programming coming up, man, from our parents, from our environment, from all the people that we hang around growing up. And you notice they say the most important years are between 3 and 7, I think, or 2 and 7. Those are real powerful years because you're getting programmed. So just imagine who you grew up with around between 2 and 7. Man, your environment, your mom and dad, if they wasn't on a high financial level, chances are slim for you unless you get it outside the box and start to learn on your own. But the average person not going to do that, man. But you got to push yourself, man. It's all about that self-help, self-development. You just got to keep working on yourself. That's it.
Eddie, I was gonna go to the movies today, man. I'm like, shit, I probably need to just go to Barnes and Noble and read a book now. That's my builder. 1 second, man. Make sure everything ain't nobody blowing up. Mark, how you doing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, guys. So
I'm good. You go ahead, Eddie. You go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, guys, so we got to work on ourselves, man. We are our best investment because we can't
Okay.
invest our children if we're not mentally right. And we that paradigm. That's why if you follow me, Mr. Transaction Engineer, you know
Okay, let me finish this quick thing,
paradigm shift.
Mark. I need to give you a few
That
minutes. Give me a
thinking
few
got to
minutes.
change. You can't keep
All right.
doing the same thing expecting different results. So you want your life to change, you got to start putting new information in it. And then not only just put that new information in yourself, you got to start using the information. Like the law of attraction has been big for years, but what they left out is the law of action too. Yeah, you keep focusing, whatever you focus on expands, so you're gonna get more of what you're focusing on. But you also got to take action and start going towards your opportunities. When opportunities come, you can't just lay down and say, "Oh man, maybe I'll do that deal next week."
Mm-hmm.
Or you ride by a house, you see it it's vacant. You done got the address 10 times and you never called the person, you never mailed to them. Next thing you know, boom, somebody renovating the property. You're like, dang, man, there's an opportunity. God trying to give you a blessing, but you're too lazy to go get it.
Wow. I was thinking about going to the movies, Eddie. Should I stay home and read today?
Well, it depends if you go to the movies frequently. Like I don't going to the movie once a month or maybe twice a month is not bad.
Gotcha.
But like he said, if you spend it now,
50 to 1.
movies is what? By yourself is like $20 or $15 a ticket, something like that. So,
But they gave me a free ticket for my birthday, so I could do that one thing. One day you got to go.
oh well, that's on the house, man. You got to treat yourself.
Eddie, reading books. What age were you? I remember I hated reading until I turned 28. How old were you when you started reading?
Oh man, I hate reading it too. I hated to read, man, but I just started forcing myself.
You were older, right?
I was older, man. Probably like I would just say maybe about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
10 to 12 years ago, I really just started forcing myself to do it because your paradigm is, look, hey man, we don't read books, we chill. But now you gotta do that paradigm shift and push that chilling brain and put some WD-40 on it and start learning, man. Push yourself to learning. And like they say, the more you learn, the more you earn. Because there's so much information, but they keep a lot of this stuff in the books, man.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff is in the books. Like right now, there's no excuses not to be whatever you want to be because the internet full of information. But it's so much information that people don't really do anything. They start messing with this, mess with this, and mess with that. You got 20, 30, what they say, what my mom say, irons on the fire. You got 20, 30 of them on the fire, man. Instead of focusing on this one, making that one great, boom. Go to the next one, boom.
Mike Coase is saying, what's your favorite? Do you have a favorite book, Eddie?
Nah, I read so many, man. I got some good authors, though. Joseph Murphy, Dr. Joseph Murphy.
You can type it in down there.
Bob Proctor, that's my boy. Bob Proctor gets some ass now. He's not like real nice. Hi, guys, how are you? You ought to get a paradigm shift. You're going to get up in there. Man, Reverend Ike, I like Reverend Ike, too.
I saw him. I want to recommend. Go ahead, Eddie. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm going to cut you off.
You can go.
It's a book called Life and Air, which really changed me about 7 years ago. I know. In 2014, I read a book called Life and Air. It's on my page. Wow. Mike, just go to my page, Life and Air. Instead of everybody wants to be a millionaire. This dude's like, what if we change our paradigm to be life and air, to get full of life instead of trying to get full of money, you know?
That's what it is, because you can have all the money, man, and feel terrible, man. It's a balance, man. It's spiritual balance. So you got to learn stuff on your spiritual battle too, man. Mm-hmm. It's a spiritual journey, financial journey, a health journey. You got to have all that stuff need to be leveled off, man, in order to feel at peace and feel good, man. You can have all the money in the world, but if you're sick, you can't go shopping and you can't go to Bahamas because you're sick all the time, or you can't enjoy the money. Then what is it for?
What is it for?
It's useless. So you want to make sure you're getting your health in, man. Your health, it always goes hands to hand. Kris, what would you say?
Yeah, before I thought life was all about real estate. For me, I mean, I was just like, I'm real estate to the death. I mean, if you ain't talking real estate, I don't got nothing to talk about.
Me too.
I'm like, look, what is there to talk about, dog? You try to get this paper on these houses, man. What am I talking for? You want to talk about the game, talk about cop politics, who on the president. I'm like, dude, you know, it's weird. I go to people's houses, different events, right? I'm like, it's so amazing. You can tell. I remember Jim Rohn saying he could predict people's financial futures, right? I'm like, man, if you looking around watching NTV or whatever this crap is, I don't know the shows. What is it? Wives of Hollywood is another one. Oval Office, whatever. Have not. I promise you, dude. It's
too much,
impossible.
man. You can't keep up with it.
You can't keep up with the winners, dog. The winners don't even know what's on TV, dog. Yeah. Dog, if you ask, I was with last week out of town. Where was it? In Denver, talking to another investor. Man, he didn't even know who. He had no idea what was going on the news, dog. Nothing. No. We don't even watch it.
I haven't watched the news about 5 years, maybe. About 5 years, man. Like my mentor said, if it's something important, guess what? Somebody's gonna be talking about it. You're gonna find out. I guarantee.
There you go.
Because there's so many people programmed to watch the news.
Watch that crap, man. I be going to I hear people say, you heard blah 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 got shot, 3 people got shot. I just try to close it out, man, and just keep on moving, dog. I just keep on moving.
Kris, your thing vibrating a little. Your mic.
Oh, okay. I hit it, my bad. Eddie, today we wanted to talk. How is that? Is that any better? Still nasty?
Yeah.
Oh, let me unplug it. I could change it up to the other mic. My mic is, you know what? It did that last time, Eddie, when I was on with you, and it made my voice go real low. You remember that?
The poltergeist.
How about that? Is that any better?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. Eddie, we wanted to talk about the real truth behind being a real estate investor, and if you think you're going to get rich quickly.
No, everybody make it a big hype. I mean, you can make a lot. You can make a lot of money, but it involves a lot of work.
Like we can build a house with a hammer, perhaps, Eddie.
Right.
We can cut a tree down with a saw. It can be done.
But you got to put in that work. You got to definitely put in that work, especially if you in it for like the long haul, because you want to be getting some cash flow on properties too. You want to get you some subject to. You want to get you some sandwich lease purchases and all that good stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's like you building an empire, guys. So don't just think you just jump in there, boom, I'm a millionaire. It takes work. You got to learn the process, and it's processes to every deal, and don't every deal go the same. I got a student just closed on the deal, Kris. April, he just closed in November. Man, he had so many obstacles across. Boy, it was a complicated deal.
5 months it took.
Complicated deal. He made about 14 grand. If he would have divided time versus money, maybe he made about $200 or $300 an hour. But he had to put in a lot of work, man, for that deal. So
we talking about work like interfacing with different people.
Well, just like a lot of different phone calls. You know, he had to call a lot of different people and go down to the courthouse, record different documents on the phone with the seller. You know, it's a lot of just phone calls and on the
interfacing.
Yeah, interfacing. So you gotta put in the work, man.
Well, the thing is, Eddie, I met a gentleman last night. He was talking about how my YouTube channel shows the good and the bad, and how most gurus just show the good. 30 days, you're gonna be. I'm like, Eddie, I want you to explain to people what they think. And even if you're a gentleman, you're a student, it took him 5 months to close that deal.
Right.
So that's $3,000 a month for that one. $5. That's like $2,200 a month. Yeah, he made 14. That's like $2,200 a month, right?
Right.
For that one deal.
And that was a wholesale deal. So
he didn't really have any skin in the game on it. That was just flipping the paper.
Yeah, flipping the paper. But it all is a process, guys. And then you're at a cap rate if it's only you. So, you got to have some money to be able to hire people and implement people. Yeah. Virtual assistant, get you a good virtual assistant. Then you could step your game up, move a lot faster. You just got to keep implementing a lot of people. But you still, once you get your team built, you still got to manage the team.
That's right.
And then if you want to do 5 deals a month or 10 deals a month, you got to be constantly marketing. You got to hit a couple of markets, 2 or 3 markets. You got to get in there, guys. Yeah, it's plenty of money in this business, but you're not going to just sit back and the money just going to roll in. Boom, checks hitting. You just sit back on your couch chilling. You got to get involved. And if you're new to the business, you got to learn how to do wholesale. You got to learn about owner finance. You got to learn about subject to. You got to learn about lease purchase. You got to learn about what I left out, Chris.
Being a landlord, Airbnb,
short sales, landlord, Airbnb, you name it, man. Me and Chris have learned all this stuff, man.
well, we didn't learn it overnight, though, Eddie. We didn't learn this stuff overnight. I think it's taking you. But even with the money, say you do a deal a month, which is, some people don't even do a deal a month. I mean, let's say the average in my town is $5,000 for a wholesale fee. Eddie.
Yeah, I'll say about good 5 to 10.
5 to 10. But to me, I mean, some of the deals I'm working on, Eddie, I've been working on them since, like let me ask you, Eddie, having a deal closed in 5 months down the line, is that normal or is that atypical?
I would say wholesale deals, you can close them a little quicker. It just depends, man. That title, he had title.
We don't know. You never know.
You don't know. You can't just put a deadline. Every deal is different, man. But you got different deals that bring their own different issues. So, hey, you could close it in 2 weeks. You could close it in 4 months, 5 months. But you got to fill that pipeline. Well, you got to stay motivated. At least this was his first deal. So now, once you get past that hurdle of closing your first deal, then you can go. But you got to implement some people, man.
Yeah.
You got to implement some people. It's good money, but you got to work.
You're going to be working. Well, even Eddie, I mean, if you're going to do good, God, I remember back in the days, we were cranking out 5. I was doing 5 renovations in a month.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily recommend that for everybody, but the amount of houses you got to look at, Eddie, to do one a month. What are you looking at with that? You thinking?
Shit, man. Quite a few, man. At least about 10 or 15, maybe 20 of them to get you a good renovation.
Man, shit, I'm looking at like closer to 100. I mean, I'm looking at so many, Eddie. I mean.
Yeah.
Wow. So so down there, I'm talking about, were you talking about screening them? Those are actually prospects once they get through the pre-screening, right? When you get to the 20 or the 30, is that where you're?
Yeah. The ones we market to.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about just in general. Just in all of them, because once you get them down, first of all, they got to get through the pre-screening process. And then that could be the 20 or the 30, but to get them through the pre-screening,
you got to go through a lot of them.
So if you're doing 5 a month, dude, you're looking at hundreds of houses. You're looking at hundreds of houses.
Not only that, you got to manage the properties and stuff. Check on the properties, make sure the contractor's doing what they're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
It's a job, guys. Don't just think you just getting a real estate. Boom, I'm rich. You got to put in work, man.
And even rich, Eddie, I think for you and me has changed. Well, I will speak for me, has changed. I remember younger, I'm like, man, if all I need to live is $4,000 to $5,000 a month, and I'm good. That was my ceiling years ago. I'm like, man, if I could do $4,000 to $5,000 a month, now I'm like, that is so low.
But we've been in the game a while though, Chris, because now we look for bigger plays. See, it's not about jumping on each and every deal now. At first it was, boy, I gotta have this one, I gotta get this 5 from this one, I gotta get this 5. Man, I'm looking for deals that I could make at least now 40 or 50 off of.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work, man. Mm-hmm. And it takes the same amount of time to make 40, 50,000 as it do a $10,000 deal.
That's a good point.
Bigger numbers.
That's a good point.
This stage in the game, I'm not trying to jump out there every little shiny thing.
Heck no.
The numbers right, I can make a good spread. Boom, let's do it. But that number too close, man, I don't even want to deal with it. I'm telling you, man. A lot of deals I turn down now. When I first got started, I wouldn't have turned them down.
Yeah, that's why I like newbies too, because they're very excited to get in and kind of stir it up a little bit. Where you and me are like, man, I don't know.
And I got a student, man. I'm trying to tell him, man, you can't force a deal.
Mm-hmm.
Let me open up this door, man.
Go ahead. Rounduppers, if you're just joining us, this is my boy, Mr. Transaction. Oh, dang. Me, I'm Kris Haskins, real estate investor, entrepreneur. Today is my birthday. I'm just saying that I'm turning 44 today. Thank you for supporting our channel. My goal is to hit 50,000 subscribers by January. We got 1 month to do that. We're right around 4,600. I know you can do a roundup and share our content. Man, we found out we're having a boy. It'll be my first boy. I was nervous. I got 2 daughters now, so I have our first boy in the house. Keep us in your prayers, my brother. Keep us in your prayers. I round up family. So today, Eddie and I were talking, as we do frequently, about just Eddie, turn this craziness down. Eddie and I was talking about Eddie, turn your mic down. Oh my God. We're talking about how December, the holidays, can be good and bad when it comes to real estate, right? Good and bad. Now, if you doing wholesale lease options, trying to get a down payment, from my experience and my mentor's experience, kind of challenging to get down payments out of tenant buyers. So if you were looking to do wholesaling, high equity stuff, true, you can do that. Wholesaling, high equity stuff is no problem. Cash buyers like me, we're always out to get a good deal. But if you're doing ugly, oh man, who that?
Sorry about that, man. Had to get my son Brownie 2.0. Brownie, show him your new sweater, baby. Show him how you get down, baby. Let him see it. Jay, look it up. Show him, Brownie.
You're looking real fashionable. Real fashionable.
With your hoodie too.
Thank you guys for your birthday wishes. Thank you. 44 today.
Man, my boy's birthday, guys. Man.
If you think you're gonna get I was leading into our topic, Eddie, about talking about the holidays, real estate investing during the holidays. We were talking about down payments. Eddie, for me, very challenging for me to get down payments out of people around the holidays. Tell me how it is in the Atlanta area.
It depends on the community you're in.
Generally speaking, I'm talking about generally. Now, obviously, I know if I had a house in a certain part of my town, 365 days a year, people would want. But generally
speaking, most people, spend it on Christmas shopping. But you do have some rarities. I don't really want to say, but generally speaking, it can be slow. It can be slow, but you never know, man. The power of God, man.
Well, I don't want to here's the thing. I hear you saying it's rare. I don't want to run my business on a rare, brother.
Well, that's why you got to be doing multiple things, man. Wholesaling, rehabbing, wholesale lease options. You got to have a couple things going.
Well, I'm just talking about.
I would say at least 2 or 3 areas of real estate you're focusing on. I wouldn't just be focused on wholesaling only. Now I'd be focused on wholesaling, rehabbing, or wholesaling subject to implement at least 2 or 3 different strategies, man. Because when one is down, guess what? This one right here be paying off.
Mm-hmm.
But you may be down on wholesaling this property, doing a wholesale lease option, getting you a down payment because Christmas time, people going shopping and all that. But guess what? Your rehab just closed in December. Yeah. Boom. So we got 2 closing a day. So boom, boom.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to have different things set up. Don't just be one track minded, guys. At least implement 2 different strategies in your business.
Yeah, well, let me ask you for the lease option stuff. I know for me, we got 4 I'm looking at, man. I'm like, do I even want to mess with them in December, Eddie? I mean, they're okay. The payments are not really affordable. Would you get involved with trying to get down payments out of people in December? I mean, would that be
It depends on the area, Kris. Because the community, because I know a lot of Spanish people. Who else that is? What's the other guy? Indian cultures. They live together. And they save up a lot of money. So, some of them have money. They look for opportunity.
That's true. That's true.
Different cultures are different with their money. So it depends on the area.
Well, I know I don't have a big Indian culture here, but we do have a strong Latino culture. But
that may be your marketing for it.
Well, I'm just saying, I remember hearing one time, I don't want to go in looking for the exception. I'm going to go in looking for all the buyers. I don't want to just look for somebody that one buyer. Yeah,
but it won't hurt the market to their community, though.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Let me think about that.
Sure, I'm telling you, but they got those. Someone has the big, what they call guinea wops. That's my buddy called them big checks. Get it.
Well, I know for me, wholesaling, high equity stuff, that never slows down. I mean, cash buyers, we're always looking for a deal. We'll close any deal here.
Always. Now that's a guarantee. As long as the market up, you can dang near wholesale anything. And buyers are overpaying, man. I got one now. I can't wait for it. It's gonna hit the market today. I can't wait to see how high it goes because they're overpaying like crazy, man. I can't believe it.
Is that what type of deal is it?
It's a wholesale deal, but it's close to Mayo. Well, it's at Mayo, so we won't be able to. We can't go no lower, so we got it right at Mayo. It's like 80,000 worth 140. Mm-hmm. So we just put on the contract because you can always go in and renegotiate, guys, once you get in on contract. So we're gonna put it out there probably for like 100 just to see what happens. Because a lot of people, like, it's a good area for somebody who want to buy and hold. You come in there, put 10 grand in there and rent it out for 1,100.
Shit, that ain't bad.
So a landlord or like somebody looking to be a landlord or like something like that.
Cool.
So that's a wholesale deal. But certain communities, hey, we just heard the video, man.
They ain't got no money.
The down payment gonna be slaying. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm trying to say something without saying something, but
majority. Let's say the majority.
The majority, man.
I don't really care what American. Let's just say the average American.
Average American, right around this time, the down payment gonna be a little slim.
But that's good for us though, because I'm like, shoot, we can go in and scoop some stuff up because we can't. I'm like locked and loaded.
But I like right now though because it's a buying time. Because a lot of investors slow down on buying process.
That's right.
This is when we like to turn up.
Oh yes.
Get more deals. Because a lot of people on retirement, vacation mode.
Lock it up. We're cranking it up too on advertising, man. We're cranking it up big time in December. I love December.
Me too.
All right, brother. It's been 30 minutes, man. Anything else you want to leave for the Roundup family today before I get you out of here? Thank you so much for your birthday wishes, y'all. Good God. Thank you. I love you guys. I love my Rounduppers.
Dang, books. I'm putting up my bookshelves downstairs. I wish I had some of my good books up here. I'll show you guys a couple of them.
Yeah.
And I got so many books. Now, I don't throw away books, man. They too valuable, Kris. They're too valuable. Before we found our house, I was looking at a couple of houses, and man, it was about two guys, man. They book shelf, man. They book collection. Oh my God! I was like, man, can y'all please leave this with the house? The guy was like, I could leave you a couple of them, but I gotta take most of them with me. I was like, oh, man, it was some unbelievable stuff, man. I was like,
really?
That's how you know, man. Like he said, man, the bigger the house, most of the time, the more books they have.
That's so crazy. As soon as I get off of this, I got 5 books I've been slacking to buy. I'm going to get them as soon as I get off this channel here.
Yeah, I just make myself read at least an hour a day. Because I know I could be playing on that phone, watching Instagram and all that junk and Facebook for an hour a day. I could at least be putting an hour a day exercising my mind. Because like they said, the mind is like your regular muscle, man.
It is a muscle.
Go to the gym and lift it. Yeah, it's a muscle. You got to go to the gym and lift weight to look good, right? You got to do that with your mental mind too. That's the gym. When you pick up that book, that's the mental gym. And you just exercising that mind and expanding, man. Because once you expand, it's hard to go back. Just like you just came out. You used to stay in the projects, but you out of the projects now. It's kind of hard to go back. So because your mind has expanded, it's more out here, man, that you deserve more. So you got to keep expanding and exercising that mind, guys. Exercise. Boom. Exercise.
I love it.
God bless y'all, man. Get some books, man. Pick up some books. Bless you.
You know what? You don't even got to buy them, Eddie. When people ask me, what you want? What gift you want? I'm like, man, just give me a book. Just give me a book. Just give me a book.
Another good thing too, guys, you don't even have to buy a book now. If the book been out for a while, just put the name of the book and put PDF behind it. 9 times out of 10, you could download it for free. I got plenty of books like that in a binder that I just had to have. Like I just ran across it, listening to something, man. I just had to have it. I put PDF and man, you could download. Man, I got so many books download for free.
That's right,
man.
for free.
So hey, the information out here, man. No excuses, man. There's no excuses.
Damon, thank you for your love offering, my brother. Thank you so much, my friend. Who I got here? Look at this. $300,000 a month. Good Lord. That's what you talking that Eddie money now.
Yes, sir, Kris. Let's get it, baby. Kris, I'll be at STL, man. Christmas week. Let's hook up, man. Go look at some properties. Kris,
What we got? Lisa said it's hard to collect rent in Thanksgiving. You right. I got somebody round up. I just went to court.
Thanksgiving and Christmas. True. And don't have family in that, boy. They gonna buck on Christmas. They ain't answering the phone or nothing. You got to go door knocking. Go door knocking on your own property, man. Golly. Hey, you gonna pay or what? Look, man, guess what happened? Man? Guess what happened? Boy, my car broke down. I had to get the engine fit. No, man, you seen that Black Friday sale and went broke. Get my money back.
Thank you, Christina. That's a nice picture. Wow. Eddie, it's rough this time of year, man. You know what's weird? I got into the business like if I could just get $300, $400 a month on the house cash flow. I didn't know that people didn't pay rent. I didn't even know that was a.
Hey, I wasn't prepared for it. You go to the seminar, they tell you it's all good, but they ain't tell you about some money they'll skip out, won't pay. Then you got to come over that money. Shoot. Hey, man. Hey, that's the part they don't tell you about. That's the fine print.
Man, I didn't know that people didn't pay rent. I didn't know that was an option.
She is. Hey.
What's up, Dragon? Chris
Trevor
wants to know how to find an attorney. Get a lot of attorneys saying they won't do subject to unless it's an assumable loan. Talking to the wrong attorneys.
Yeah, you talk to the wrong ones.
Wrong attorneys, dog.
Man, I did a good interview with Jesse, man, about subject to. I got a post. I'm sorry, guys, who follow me, Mr. Transaction Engineer. I haven't posted anything over a month. I've been moving, man, and doing a lot of stuff, holidays, but I'm back.
Yeah, you back. Let me ask you about an attorney. You're gonna have to keep going down. It took me years to find mine. It's not a lot. Yeah, so you need to go to your RIA to find a good one.
Yeah, go to your RIA or Google, man. Put in investor friendly real estate attorney.
That is true. You can try that.
Attorney in Google, and you should see a list of people, man. And pick up the phone and call. $5.
The one I'm going to get today is When, my boy. You remember Max? Do you remember eating dinner with Max?
Max who? Oh, the guy, probate guy.
No, the white dude. Remember when we were in North Carolina a few months ago? He had the picture with Robert Kiyosaki.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The pamphlet for the
the pamphlet. Yeah. Did you know that fool was in the National Real Estate Investors magazine this month?
Whoa!
I'm looking through the magazine. I'm like, Max is in. They did a daggone article on this dude, man.
What Max was talking about?
He's talking about. He had a book giveaway. I'm gonna have it back here on the 19th. I can't even remember it at this time. A whole lot of stuff, man. 5 books. Danny, I wrote them down there in my. I'm sorry, Danny. I can't remember, but the main one is going to be that one When. I can't remember who it's by.
I'm getting ready to reread.
Who's the speaker? I don't know.
Also, man, when you reread books, you start to see stuff that you didn't see before.
That's right.
It's good to reread books, man.
That's right. What's a good service you use? D'Anthony. Hey, D'Anthony, what is a good service you use to check a tenant's credit?
I think we use tenant background check. It's like $24, $25. Tenant background check. I think that's the one we use.
Tenant background check. We use the court system. Well, in my state, you can pull the records right from the courthouse. It's courts.state.va.us. You can see if they have an eviction. But for me,
that tenant background check run everything, man.
Credit, they run everything.
It run all this stuff at one time. Credit, eviction, everything. Like $24.
For me, Eddie, my thing is you give me $5,000. All I really care about is if you getting evicted. Other than that, I'm good.
Yeah, credit is not an issue. Mm-hmm. We advertise bad credit, no problem.
There you go. I love it when you say no credit and then you give them the application and they say, I thought it was no credit check. That's when you know you got a good one.
Yeah, we still want to see where you at. Get it just to see.
Let's see. Hook up in North Carolina. Good gracious birthday. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. All right, guys. Let me go ahead and shoot down to this movie. Eddie, I'll be talking to you this week, and we got to get that link working because it's back up to the price wasn't right on it. Maybe we'll do a post or a Christmas thing for your course because it was the link was a price was. Right. Okay, round up.
Bless you, man. Happy birthday, brother, and go have some fun, man. Enjoy and relax. Turn the phone off. Just relax, brother. You going to the movie by yourself, or you taking the wife?
I just go by myself, man. I honestly enjoy going during the day. It's all old people. Don't nobody met. All the seats open. The popcorn's fresh.
Though, man. For the first time, I went by myself.
Really?
It was this year. I went to go see Shaft.
Okay, the new one.
Man, it was good too, man.
It's good going by. I go.
Man, I feel good, man. I was like, yeah, boy. I got to do that more often for real, man, because you got to get away, man, sometimes, man. You need that break, man.
That's my
mental break.
There you go. All right. Hey, Eddie, good talking to you. Round up. I'll see you soon. Don't forget, if you want to invest with us, please send us a private message. If you want to sell us a house, this Kris buys houses and Mr. Transaction Mr. Transaction at Mr. What is it, Eddie? Info at Mr. Transaction Engineer, right? Info at MrTransactionEngineer.com. There you go. All right. Round up. Talk to you soon. Here. Yeah, I put it red. Yeah, they just got you there.
Okay.
I'm your husband.
Be blessed, guys. Read some books, man.